So in this problem, we have a train that is going a distance of s of t. So remember, s is position, and its position is in miles from the train station, and its time, it says, is in hours. So tell me how many hours ago the train left. We can tell you how many miles away it is. We want to find the velocity after 3 hours. So this is another problem where it seems like it's asking you to do one thing, but it's really asking you to do two. So we need to find the velocity function first and then plug in 3 hours. So this s of t, I want to take the derivative of it, but I notice this piece here. I have what looks to be a quotient, but I don't have t's in the top and the bottom, so I'm going to rewrite it so that I don't have to use a quotient rule. So first I'm going to say s of t is 70t plus negative exponents that are in the denominator, so it's going to be 200 times t plus 2 to the negative 1. So we're just rewriting to avoid using the quotient rule if we don't have to. Now we can take the derivative of this because we know the derivative of position gives us velocity. So first piece, the derivative of 70t is just 70. Then over here, we're going to bring down the power. 200 times negative 1 is going to give me a negative 200. And I'm applying the chain rule here because I have more than just t raised to a power. So I'm going to bring down the power. I'm going to subtract 1 from my old power. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. And remember the chain rule, you put the original on the inside and multiply by the derivative of the inside at the end. So I'm going to multiply by derivative of 1t is 1, derivative of 2 is 0. So you bring down your power, subtract from the new power, put the original on the inside, and multiply by the derivative at the end. So there's my velocity function. Remember, it's going to have 2 units. It's going to be in miles per, this one is hours. So it could be feet per second, but this one is miles per hour. And now I want to plug in v of 3. So I just grabbed my calculator. I'm going to do 70 minus 200 times 3 plus 2 to the negative 2. And then I could multiply by 1 at the end if I want to, but that doesn't change anything. For v of 3, I get 62 miles per hour. So it doesn't ask us about the direction of the train, but there's only 2 options. This train could be moving, well, it's positive. So between north and south, the positive direction would be north. This could be moving north at 62 miles per hour. Or if we're talking about being oriented on a horizontal line instead, so that was a vertical line horizontally, remember the positive direction was that west or was it east? East coast is the positive decision, so this would be moving east at 62 miles per hour. And I know the direction is narrowed down between these two things because, again, it was a positive number. If we had a negative number, it must have been going down south, or if it was moving east to west type train, it would be moving out towards the west. But there is one on WebAssign that just asks you to find this number by taking the derivative of something, and it doesn't ask you about their direction, just trying to prepare you to think ahead about what these answers possibly could mean direction-wise as well.